knows one another. It doesn't matter if we're talking to 100 students or 500. We always want to create an environment where we're looking at each other, where we're touching each other, where we're shaking hands, right? Because what happens is, then I'm going to learn to bond with you, because this is the problem that we have. A lot of our students, and especially some of the girls, they don't bond. I remember when I went to college, I had organic chemistry, first chemistry class. We had a lab. So all of the boys were together in a huddle. You do part 1, you do part 2, you do part 3. There were 5 girls. We were all standing there by ourselves, trying to do the whole experiment by ourselves. Now how come? Because we hadn't learned how to connect, even in an environment of that. There were only 5 of us, yet all 5 of us did not connect until the next class, then we figured it out. Because the boys were going in 2 hours, we were there for 5 hours, and we each did the experiment by ourselves. So what I learned from that was that girls and young women have to learn how to bond on an academic level. When I know something, if I know there's a test, if I know there's a scholarship, I have to tell you. Otherwise, then you don't tell me when there's good news for me. And this is the problem. A lot of parents I talk to, they take information, but they don't share it with their friends. Why is that? They may share things about their lives, but they have to share educational opportunities. First thing, when is the first time? Now, if you're from New York, or if you're from this country, you know they have that test, the SAT, right? When is the first time a child should take the SAT test? In what grade? Now most...
9th grade.
It's 7th grade. Now see, now if you have a daughter or a son, you know it's 7th grade. It's not 11th grade. Now what happened was we took a group of parents who didn't know, but one in the group knew, and she said 7th grade. So her friend said, I've known you for 5 years. How come you didn't share this? I have all these children that could have had this early preparation. There's so much to do with education. When we help each other, when we lean on each other, then we're going to all come out. Because I always tell my students the same thing. There's enough scholarships for all of us.